Is there any way back for Mohamed Salah in the Ballon d'Or race? Liverpool legend striving for a purpose in final weeks of glorious season. The Egyptian's golden ball hopes were dealt a potentially fatal blow in the Champions League, but he could yet make history in the Premier League. Harvey Elliott's late winner at Parc des Princes should have been the decisive moment in Liverpool's Champions League last 16 tie with Paris Saint-Germain. Instead, it arrived just 4 minutes into the second leg at Anfield. Virgil van Dijk played a sweeping pass into the area for Dominik Szoboszlai, who controlled the ball on his chest before immediately laying it off for the on-rushing Alexis Mac Allister. The Argentine's intelligent first touch took him past Vitinha, and then he did something even smarter. By pulling the ball back towards the center of the area rather than hammering it across the 6-yard box. In doing so, he found Salah in the kind of position that he nearly always exploits. However, the Egypt international couldn't find a way past Nuno Mendes, with the Portuguese brilliantly blocking Salah's shot. Had Salah scored, Liverpool would have led 2-0 on aggregate. Just 8 minutes later, though, it was all square, with Ibrahima Konate gifting Ousmane Dembele a goal, and PSG went on to deservedly progress on penalties. Salah ended the game in tears as what could well prove his final European night at Anfield ended in heartbreak. Liverpool's Champions League hopes had gone up in smoke, and it felt like his Ballon d'Or bid was over too, matching Messi's record. When Liverpool faced reigning Premier League champions Manchester City at the Etihad Stadium on February 23rd, Salah slotted home the opener from a near-post Szoboszlai flick before teeing up the Hungarian for the Reds' second goal in a 2-0 win that sent Arne's slot side 11 points clear at the top of the table. It was a hugely significant day for Salah in every sense. Not since Lionel Messi in 2024-15 had a player in one of Europe's Big Five leagues scored and assisted in 11 separate games during the same season, and it was one of the main reasons why Salah was the clear frontrunner to win the 2025 Ballon d'Or. When asked afterwards about his chances of individual glory afterwards, the ever-humble Salah preferred to focus on team trophies. "Let's win the Premier League and the Champions League," the right-winger told TNT Sports. Because the Ballon d'Or, everybody knows sometimes stuff is involved there. Ballon d'Or absurdity. Salah obviously had a point about the rather dubious nature of the Ballon d'Or voting. The award doesn't always go to the best player in the world over the course of the year in question, and we've seen several worthy winners snubbed since the turn of the century. Wesley Sneijder and Frank Ribery were pretty much robbed in 2010 and 2013, respectively, while Pavel Nedved was as surprised as everyone else that he beat Thierry Henry to top spot in 2003. "For me, Henry is the best forward in the world now," the Czech said. Worse was to follow for the Frenchman, who finished fourth the very next year despite scoring 30 goals during Arsenal's flawless Premier League title triumph. However, while the Gunners were unbeatable in England, they underwhelmed in Europe. Arsenal didn't even make the knockout stage of the 2002-2003 Champions League, while they were upset in the quarterfinals by Claudio Ranieri's Chelsea the following season. When one considers that Henry also failed to make a big impact at Euro 2004, his Ballon d'Or disappointment wasn't all that surprising. Winning either the Champions League or a major international tournament has become imperative for any legitimate contender over the past 2 decades, which explains why Salah no longer has any chance of finishing top of the pile this year. Thank you for watching the video. I really appreciate your time and support. If you enjoyed the content, don't forget to subscribe to the channel and hit the like button. It really helps us grow and bring you more great videos. See you in the next one.